Hello students, today I welcome you on behalf of Rasa International School, and today we will continue our topic matter in our surroundings. So today we will discuss about the can the state of matter change? Yes, the answer is yes. It can change from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or from gas to liquid and liquid to solid, and from solid directly to gas or from gas directly to solid. But how that change can happen, this we have to understand. With the following slides we are able to understand these things easily. So first of all we will understand the effect of change of temperature on the state of matter, and secondly the effect of pressure on the state of matter. So let us discuss now, can the matter change its state? So matter on the right side we can see that it's made up of particles, and yes, from our observation that water can exist in three states of matter. तो हम देख सकते हैं कि जो वाटर है वो तीनों स्टेट में हो सकता है, सॉलिड, लिक्विड या गैस में. In solid state it is like ice, okay, it been called as ice. Liquid it is been water as we are familiar with it, and in gaseous state it is water vapors. But the question come in our mind, what happened inside the matter during this change of state? Second, what happened to the particles of matter during the change of states? Does the change of state take place? In what way? So these things we have to understand, and we will answer these things with the following slides. Okay, so let us first effect of change of temperature. So for that we have a setup where you are able to see we have a stand on which we have a thermometer and beaker, and in beaker we have ice and a burner which supply the heat to the beaker. Now what happen when the heat is being supplied to the ice which is kept in the beaker? On increasing the temperature of the solid, the kinetic energy of the particles increase. As we know that the particles are continuously moving. In solids they vibrate at their own place, but in liquid and gaseous state they move from one place to another, but they are in motion. So due to increase in the temperature there is an increase in kinetic energy, and the particles start vibrating with greater speed. Now they have been vibrating with less speed, but as soon as we are supplying the kinetic energy in terms of heat energy, okay, so the energy supplied by the heat overcomes the force of attraction of the particles. Means as they are vibrating faster, by gaining the energy they overcome the force of attraction between the particles of matter. Now the particles leave their fixed positions and start moving freely. And when they are able to move freely, when they are in liquid state or in gaseous state. So now from the solid they are changing into liquid state. So a stage is reached when the solid melts. Melts is also known as fusion, okay. So when the solid melts or fuse, it convert to liquid. Now what happen actually? The temperature at which the solid melts to become liquid at atmospheric pressure, वो टेम्परेचर जिस पे एक सॉलिड लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाता है मेल्ट होने के बाद एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर पर, उसको उसका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट कहते हैं. ओके, सो इट इज नोन एज मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. नाउ कन्वर्जन ऑफ आइस टू वाटर. The process of melting, that is the change of solid state into liquid state, is also known as fusion apart from melting. Okay, so what happened during the state change? The temperature will remain constant. This is a thing which we have to understand, that the thermometer over there will indicate continuously that the temperature remain constant until the entire ice is not converted into water. Now why the temperature remain constant, where that heat supplied to the beaker and through the beaker to the ice goes, why the temperature rise up is not being shown over there? So the answer is the heat get used up in changing the state by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles of the matter. वो जो हीट सप्लाई हुई है वो यूटिलाइज हो गई है उस फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन को ओवरकम करने के लिए जो पार्टिकल ऑफ मैटर के बीच में थी. Okay, so as the heat energy is absorbed by the ice without showing any rise in temperature, it is considered to be get hidden into the content of the beaker. Means that heat is getting hidden in the content, that is ice of the beaker. Now This heat is also known as latent heat or hidden heat, okay, because it is not being shown in terms of variation of the temperature or rise in the temperature. The amount of heat that is required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure and at its melting point, वो हीट एनर्जी जो 1 kg सब्सटेंस को सॉलिड से लिक्विड में चेंज करने के लिए यूटिलाइज हुई, उसके मेल्टिंग पॉइंट पर और एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर पर, दैट इज 1 bar, is known as latent heat of fusion or latent heat of melting. That is very much important. Okay, now there we are able to understand the state change from solid to liquid. Now we will come to from liquid to gaseous state, how this change occur. So when we supply heat again to the water which is being kept in the beaker in this figure instead of ice, because now we are dealing with liquid to gaseous state, and entire setup is same apart from that the beaker is containing water instead of ice. Okay, so the conversion of water to the water vapors. So now the heat is supplied to the water particles start moving faster. Why? Because of the gaining of heat. Okay, so at certain temperature a point reach when these particles have enough energy to break free from the force of attraction between each other. मीन्स जो पार्टिकल के बीच में आपस में फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन है, एक पॉइंट आएगा जब वो उस पॉइंट फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन को ब्रेक कर देंगे. एट दिस टेम्परेचर द लिक्विड स्टार्ट चेंजिंग इनटू गैस. द टेम्परेचर एट विच द लिक्विड स्टार्ट बॉइलिंग एट एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर इज नोन एज इट्स बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. वो टेम्परेचर जिसपे लिक्विड बॉइल करना स्टार्ट कर देता है एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर के ऊपर, उसको उसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट कहते हैं. So for water it is 100 degree Celsius. Okay, and the melting point and freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Okay, now the effect of temperature, we are able to see that the solid, when the supply of heat is over there in figure first, it changes to liquid, and from liquid again the supply of heat changes to gaseous state. Can the reverse process be possible? Yes, the reverse possible. How? If we cool down the substance, okay, so if the gas contain the vapors, if it has been cooled down, then it will change to liquid, and further cool down it will change to solid. So in the starting of this slide I told you that the solid can directly change to gaseous state also. There are some solids or there are some substances which directly change from solid to gaseous state or from gaseous to solid state. This process is known as sublimation. So it has been noted a change in state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state or vice versa is known as sublimation. So in the figure 2 you can see the conversion of 3 states of matter: solid to liquid, fusion or melting; liquid to gas, vaporization; gas to solid, sublimation. Okay, and gas to liquid, condensation, that is cooling; and from liquid to solid, solidification, that is again by cooling. So the process of moving from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, it is by heating, and from gas to liquid and liquid to solid, it is by cooling. Okay, so these process we are able to understand and we are able to be clear, and from gas to solid or solid to gas, it is known as sublimation. This is a direct process where they are not going to the intermediate state of liquid state. So thank you. Admissions are open in Rasa International School. You can call us. Okay, thank you again, and in our next slide we will discuss about the effect of pressure on the changing of state of matter. Thank you.